Okay, so in the last session, you guys decided to see if you guys could meet with Thanic earlier. Unfortunately, he was kind of busy with a stakeout, so he sent you to see a individual named Bukka at the palace to
Can't
see.
believe he ditched just for a steak.
Wow, that was bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny. Don't laugh. Put it away.
I'm sorry, I'm tired.
You're alright.
You guys met Bukka at the palace, who turned out to be a paper dragon and gave you some forged papers if you were to arrive in Dorenithil, in case you needed to fool some guards. But don't let people examine the papers too closely, because they're definitely forged.
Mm-hmm. So they're made of metal? Hey.
Wow, it's just getting worse. It's not getting better.
Not our game. No.
No wonder we can't have anybody look at them. It's not paper. It's iron. Anyways, keep going.
Okay. And then you guys went shopping. And you did the shopping. And then you guys...
Which, by the way, KK initiated all on her
Yeah,
own.
it is all my fault.
And then you guys, since you had an item from Nimmenel Dorenithil from Nenrine, you guys could teleport to Nimmenel, to the Temple of Ioun, where Nenrine had talked to a librarian.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Who was good? That was like, okay, my excuse. I'm gonna go talk to the librarian. You guys go do your seeming thing, and we'll meet up later. Yeah, like pretty much like, don't tell me what you're gonna do, just in case somebody asks. So you guys headed towards the Swansong Inn outside the city. Found it. Asked for Lola. Lola was there. She took you upstairs, and she told you pretty much she'd give you the chakram. If you went into the temple of Sehanine, switched a book in the temple with this book full of runes, and you guys agreed to do so. So you're on your way to the temple of Sehanine right now.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll be
fine.
great. You guys are gonna be fine. I mean, it's gonna take you what, an hour tops?
Mm-hmm.
So I was having technical difficulties when that happened, and I did not hear, was Lola an elf? A sphinx?
believe-
Like what?
I believe it was half elf, is what she looks like.
Yes, she appears to be a
Oh, it's what
half-elf.
she looks like. I feel like we need some true seeing to know that this person's probably a dragon.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
tried to get it out of her, but she wasn't having it. Maybe
No,
after
I
we're
figured
done.
you would have. I just didn't know if we'd found out since I was.
Nope.
That was when Tana was trying to eat my headset. So.
We do not know that information right now, unfortunately.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are headed to the Church of Sehanine, which is located over here, right next to the palace.
Yeah, I made Aoife invisible, and Melanie, we are in the portable hole with
Yes,
Rain.
I remember. I got back
Okay.
as we jumped in the hole.
Okay. I couldn't remember exactly how bad your issues were being, so
Oh, I got back at the very end.
that's right.
Okay, so you guys are heading there right now. Aoife, after you leave the Swansong establishment, there is another voice. Well, there is the same voice you were hearing since the room upstairs. Saying, oh, by the way, it might be a good idea for you to take something while you're in the church so they don't try to inspect all the books. Make it look like you actually took something of value. Toodles.
All right, we're being given encouragement to steal some more stuff
Seems like it.
to masquerade the true theft.
We could also do some vandalism, I suppose, if we needed to.
That's probably quicker to just grab stuff.
Oh, I suppose. Sort of depends. I mean, vandalism can sometimes be just pushing something over if it's heavy and breakable, but stealing things is good too.
I mean, yeah, if it's the book that we're getting, if it's kept in like a little vault, then maybe not. But if it's kept in like a secret library, then let's just like collapse some shelves and take a bunch of books and that kind of stuff.
I feel like
We
that would
have a
make them
portable
look.
hole. We can fit a lot of shit.
Hold on, though. I don't think that we should mess with the bookshelves because that might make them inspect the books. I think that
I
we
mean,
should
it
try
would, but it would take them a lot longer to catalog everything.
That's true.
Yes, but I think that if we were in some sort of library, usually they have, valuable things, vases or artifacts laying around. I think we should probably grab something like that, because that is probably going to be something that is a thing that would be stolen and not cause them to catalog the books. Just a suggestion. It really depends on where we're going.
The collapsing
we
the
don't
shelves is more of a inconvenience them to the utmost degree.
True, it is very inconvenient if we were to tip that over, but
Plus, we're replacing the book we're taking with the forged copy.
yes, but if
They
anybody
wouldn't be-
opens it,
But why would they
be able to
open it
tell?
if they're just putting things back on the shelves and taking account?
I suppose.
We are wasting valuable time on Aoife's invisibility
We aren't
here.
doing anything. Rain is hiking around the city while we're in a hole. Isn't
How
she?
would we- Yeah.
Yeah, so with the location in mind, Rain, you hike towards the Temple of Sehanine, which is, hold on, which seems to be a two-story, simply a two-story building, constructed of what looks like white marble, with a domed top. There are dozens and dozens of insignias on the outside of moon phases, of what looks like to be a pale-haired woman with a quarterstaff with a crescent moon at the top. There are many other etchings of owls and rabbits and wolves and stars. What you'd probably think would be typical of a moon goddess. Currently, there are a few individuals outside with plain beige robes. They look like they're decorating the outside of the establishment with white lilies and baby breath flowers and these blue roses outside the establishment. You are invisible, correct?
And these people that are doing, decorations, I'm not too worried about them, but I'm just gonna give a big old invisible wave to them. Just just checking,
They don't appear to see you. However, with your passive perception, they aren't talking amongst themselves, well, with each other while they're decorating. And then, so you get the reason why they're decorating. There's a wedding coming up.
What's the deets, man?
The deets are. Let me just. It seems like a person named Lord Nitesin. I'll put the names in chat in a moment. Is going to be marrying a woman, a noble woman from Nenrine, named Lady Shine. The wedding is
Hey.
going to.
Sorry.
The wedding's gonna be happening in 2 days, and it seems like Lady Shine seems to be as well as being a noble, Sounds like she's also a holy woman of Sehanine as well.
Oh, interesting.
And it
That
sounds
hot goss. Sorry.
and it seems like Lord Natisine, he seems like to be part of the royal family in some capacity. So let me put in the names.
Every bit of that enrages Eva so much. Yeah, the first time Rain stops to do the quick breath of air thing for the group, I'm gonna pop out. So.
Okay.
We'll say I start the invisibility right then, since you were just in the bag with us while Rain
I'm
was getting us
brainstorming.
in.
And then when I pop out, I'll fill Rain in briefly into the, stealing some stuff to cause a diversion.
Full of piss and vinegar tonight.
All right, so you two of you are currently out of the portable hole. Rain and Aoife, both invisible, at the entrance where this is this people are decorating. I'm talking about Lord Nimmenel and Lady Shale.
The decorators, like how not busy, you'd say, or
They look busy-ish. Some of them are, when they're hanging up flowers, sometimes they're taking like a little step back, looking at the flower, adjusting it. They have a lot of attention to detail.
Oh, my soda. So I'm gonna be AFK for about 5 minutes.
Okay. As we are waiting for her to come back, how is Tank Dog?
Tank Dog's being very naughty. She's right smack dab in the middle of teething.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
had 3
you
teeth
mentioned that.
come in. So now literally everything makes her upset. She's angry all the time. She's also hungry all the time because the soul found out that they had been overfeeding her by about a cup a day.
Oh, Lord.
Oh
A
no.
lot.
Oh, good lord.
So we have cut her back to the appropriate 2 1/4 cups for her size. And she acts like she's dying every second of every day because mouth hurt and tummy empty.
Mouth hurt, tummy empty.
Clearly,
Angry dog.
clearly that means she must fight for her life all the time. She'll mellow out here soon. She's teething at a good rate. She's getting a new tooth like once every 3 days, which is a pretty good pace. But yeah, she's just angry all the time.
So, speaking of overfeeding, Tano can get over all of the pens through all of the gates. She's Houdini in dog form. And so they're mostly there to slow her down while we wrangle her back into the space that she's supposed to be in. And the other day, she managed to Houdini her way all the way upstairs to where we have the cat food.
Oh, no.
Which
Yeah.
we leave down because our cats are really good and they will just graze feed. They don't.
Yeah.
It's all the food for 2 cats for a whole day. And by the time I found the dog, because I had been washing my hands, so it wasn't even that long. I couldn't find her, and I was like, "You're not that small. You can't hide under the couch. Where the fuck are you?" Finally, find her upstairs. The food bowls are clean.
Yeah.
And I was like, how much food did you eat? I picked her up and she was like heavier than when she went upstairs.
Yep.
And I took her outside in case she was gonna like eliminate waste either by pooping, peeing, or vomiting. She didn't do any of them. She peed. That's constant. But
Yeah.
then I brought her inside, and she laid down, and she just took a food nap. She like all her little legs were like straight out. And she was like, "I'm gonna sleep this off." And then
Yep.
like half an hour later, I took her outside, and she was doing that slow run that you do when you ate too much pizza. Like a
Yep.
like, oh, I'm gonna run, but God, I'm not gonna do it fast. Oh.
Puppies, it's incredible how quickly they go from like a normal looking puppy to just round. Because it was not even a full 2 days ago that I noticed Bubbles was looking a little chunky, looking a little bit like a sausage link. And I really noticed it because she stood up and turned too quick, and like her entire torso like jiggled. And I'm like, oh, that's
That's not a good puppy
right.
body type. That's
So I told this, I was like, hey, I think you're overfeeding Bubbles. Let me look up real quick how much you're supposed to be feeding her for her weight, because she's a solid 40 pounds at almost 4 months old. Like, she is large. And this was like, oh shit, yeah, I've been overfeeding her. And Bubbles has not taken kindly to the new regime of a cup in the morning, a cup at night, and then a quarter cup in between as like treats, hand feeding lunch. She fucking hates it. It's the
yeah,
best,
but
clearly.
she'll eventually get used to it, probably. But that's going to be probably around the time that her food increases again because she gets bigger.
Yeah, we're actually expecting her to be okay in the next few days because she's very smart.
Well, also her stomach will get more used to the size that
It'll-
she's eating now.
Exactly, it'll adjust. She looks more like a normal puppy again, like with normal proportions, because she was just looking extra fat. This'll grabbed a good picture of her today at work, because we gave her a piece of paper to shred because she was being naughty and ruining everything. So we're like, here, destroy something that you're not going to ruin. So here's a piece of paper, and she shredded herself to sleep. She loves shredding paper. She doesn't eat it. She just rips it apart, then runs away. And then she snoozed.
That's good. Oh yeah, she's out. Oh, and she is a little
She's a little
thicker
chunky.
than yeah.
She's built very much like a pit bull or bulldog, very squat and stout.
It could have been a lot worse. Didn't actually go on the keyboard, just on the desk. So I'm good to go.
Yay. Chunk dog.
Chunk dog.
Uh,
The angriest you've ever seen.
I miss having a dog.
It's whatever you're picturing in your mind right now. It's the rose-tinted glasses version of owning a dog.
Well, I've
Oh my
had a
God,
dog.
yes.
I've had dogs before. I just miss having them.
I've owned dogs too, and even then I'm like, my God. Never again with the puppies.
We had a puppy in my home, but it was never me that was the main caregiver. And I am now realizing how much that my parents did that I did not know about.
It's exhausting. Puppies are real cute, but only if you spend 5 minutes with them and they can walk away.
Last night we had to go meet with the wedding venue place, and we didn't want to leave Tano alone for the whole time because it was going to be like 2.5 hours. And she has not been alone for more than the span of me showering. So we took her to a friend's house, who Millie plays with Sabine all the time, and she's a sweet girl. She's an 80-pound chocolate lab, and she and Tano are now buddies.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay, I'm
you're
back.
good.
Oh. Yeah, she's gonna catch up real quick. Okay.
All right, we're back.
Nope, that's fine. All right, so yeah, outside being decorated, people talking about the wedding that's happening in 2 days. People very, very keen on the placement of these flora in the vicinity. How would you like to enter?
I say, too bad we don't have time for a wedding heist.
Or a wedding arson murder.
Wait, do we know who's getting married? Why are we killing them?
I do. because I was outside the bag. But the whole idea of somebody noble being a priestess in the temple and then marrying into the royal family sets off every red flag in Aoife's mind.
Jump right to murder.
You know, and wipe out the ruling class. One wedding at a time.
Very Dark Brotherhood's quest.
Yeah.
We're definitely not inviting her to the wedding, Mel, because technically you're ruling class.
Oh. What? Wait. What? I can't. How many legs does that cat have? Is his head connected?
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
just Orpheus.
It's a mystery.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's a back leg, and that's the other back leg from the other. Oh god, yeah, he's just laying like a weirdo, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
He,
Okay.
he doesn't fit anymore, so.
Like, I will myself fit.
So we're still in the bag, right? It's only Aoife and Rain that are outside of the bag.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
We're about
I
to
don't
infiltrate.
have enough magic to make us all invisible. Plus, you're
Oh no, that's
flank.
fine. And even then, people would be able to hear me a little bit. Like I don't have disadvantage on stealth, but I'm still not stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
What do we look at for entrances?
So you're currently standing outside the main entrance. That looks like it goes right into the temple proper. There is a window so if you're facing the main entrance, there's a window to the left of the vicinity, and then there seems to be a back door that people are coming in and out of.
Do we know where in the temple this place is going to be? This book?
It's underground. It is kept below.
But we don't know any other details other than that.
There's probably something guarding it.
I'd probably assume back door is like service entrance type thing going on. That's probably where we.
Are there any like basement access windows? Like those little shallow like cellar windows?
It doesn't when you and Rain are doing the cursory glance. You doesn't appear to be so.
Okay. I think that assumption is right. Is a good one. KK.
Yeah, back door service entrance.
Yeah.
Go that way. Let's start wheeling around that way, and we'll keep an eye out for anything else interesting. But look to slip in the back door,
Yeah.
Okay.
just like a rogue.
Okay. So you circle around. The only people you really see outside right now are some individuals, clipping hedges, and also sweeping the grounds.
Are there any openings in the second story?
The second story doesn't look like it has any openings. Actually, when you actually go around to the back, when you look up, you realize it's not built like the rest of the temple. It looks like it's kind of like an observatory because there looks like there's a panel that opens up.
But it's not currently open.
It's not currently open. It looks like it can open up. You see the slits and where it would go.
Okay. Because my other thought was you could hop in the portable hole and I can run up to like an open second story window and slip in that way, and it'd be less traffic.
But why?
You gave it to us!
How are we using it in this? Okay, anyways, continue.
No, I mean like she's gonna go in and find one randomly and hide it in her clothes again.
In my studies of Shar, which included some studies of Sehanine, did it mention anything about staples of architecture in Sehanine temples like moon doors?
Let me take a look. Moon doors.
Because that's the other option too, is if there is a moon door, you can hop in the bag again. I can run up and just drop in and then let you back out.
Not specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
About
Back
slipping
door
in.
then?
Yeah, back door.
Okay.
Try to slip in the back door. Yeah.
Give me a stealth check.
I mean, what's your mathematically lowest possible, KK? 25.
You seem to slip unnoticed past some of the kitchen staff, who are currently in the process of making the more the current like foodstuffs that would last a day or two before making the more perishable stuffs, like the pastries and other foods. It smells wonderful in here. There's like ample amounts of herbs and spices that are currently used in cooking. But nope, you guys seem to go unnoticed. As you go through the kitchen, and actually, let me put you on the map so you guys know where you are. So let me just bring you over here. So currently, let me see if you show up. Okay, Rain's over there. And Aoife's over there. So you guys currently just came through this back entrance from the kitchen. In front of you is a you are currently in a large central room, decorated with more paintings and etchings of Sehanine. In front of you, there is a massive altar, and there is the statue of the goddess herself, with her white hair, white pupilless eyes, carrying a staff in one hand, but a beautifully, intricately carved longbow in the other, and she has her arms raised towards the ceiling.
They're gonna come into play now. But statue, I'm assuming this is like super life sized. Like
Yeah,
big.
it's a life size statue. Like it's a person, definitely a person sized statue.
And do the staff and bow appear to be, you know, like detachable?
Or are they carved into it?
Roll an investigation check.
I will assist you.
That will definitely distract from a stolen book later, you know?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, actually the pieces do look detachable. It looks like the arms and hands and the items she's currently holding looks like they could be swapped out for other items if need be. The joints do kind of look like they have some you would be able to move them a little bit.
These are very large, like a very large bow and a very large staff.
It is a large bow. It's your standard staff and your standard longbow.
But appropriate for like a 15-foot tall statue.
Well, it's a life-size statue, so she is
Okay.
about your size. So it is the regular size of
Not
a
too
regular
bad.
weapon. Yeah, exactly.
I was picturing a big, like 15-foot.
No.
I don't.
To your left and right, where you're currently standing, there are stairs going up. You do catch people going down these sets of stairs over here. And there are more people around here who are milling about, praying at the altar, decorating the inside of the grand central room for the upcoming wedding. Here, along with the flowers and ribbons, there are those large, I don't know what you call them, but those like stands with the plants you put in them. I never know what they're called. Lots of like...
How many people would you say are like in this main area that we can see right now?
In this main area, there are about 20 people here.
Okay.
There with the brooch. I think we head down immediately.
I think so.
Well, toddle over that way, and make our way down.
Hugging the wall.
Okay. Yeah, you guys seem to go unnoticed as people are busily decorating. Okay, let me reveal the next area. So as you go down the stairs, there we go.
I like this map a lot.
So you go down the stairs. Let me see what is in this area. It looks like there's a lot of the housing that's here. There are people milling about. People who aren't already upstairs. They look like they're getting ready to go upstairs. People that look like some of them just woke up and they're like, waiting to go to like the communal bath. There is another. Where is? Okay. There looks like there is a common dining room down here for some folks. You hear the sounds of people eating in this area. Lots of like forks and knives clanging together. Over here in this area is where people sound like they're just getting up. And there are some people getting things out of this area. Might be like a storage area of some sort.
Let's, I guess, hug a wall and scoot forward some.
Okay. All right. But yeah, this is what you see in this area.
Is there anything over here?
That looks like a plain wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like, is there further hallway down this way, or is the end over here?
It ends right there.
Okay,
There's a
okay.
wall at that end.
Yeah, over the brooch, I'm just gonna say secret tunnel.
Let's I assume there's like people passing us here like occasionally.
Yeah. People are just getting ready to go upstairs, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll look around for either secret tunnel or like, something their eyes like, gravitates to and then looks away from, see if anyone.
Yeah,
Alright.
like a hidden door, hidden trap door, something.
Alright. As you guys are observing the masses and searching for a hidden tunnel, this panel open here opens. Hold on. Thank you. This place opens up. There is what looks like a woman who steps out and puts back the panel and starts walking towards the storage area.
Does it look like she used anything to close it, like a key?
No. Not from this side. It looks like it closed like on its own as she was coming out.
Okay, so she didn't interact with it at all. It just shut behind her.
Yeah. Kind of like one of
Okay.
those automatic doors at the supermarket.
Yeah. I'm gonna say over the brooch to Rain, do we want to knock her out? Just in case she has something we need?
Why don't you? Maybe you should follow her and I'll check the door really quick, see if I can get it open. If I can get it open, I'll call you back. If not, we'll find her and knock her out.
Yeah.
Because there's people around here, right?
Oh yeah, there's about like 10 people around this area right now.
Yeah. She went into storage, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go over there and poke my head in through the door so I can duck out of the way when people walk out to keep an eye on her.
Yep. All right. She looks like she's opening like a chest and she is gathering some incense and some of those little urns you put the incense in with the fill and a small bag of sand. Looks like she's yeah.
Lady out soon, so I would like to really quickly try to examine the area where find out anything about where the area where the door opened and whatnot, and if there is some sort of trigger that's obvious. But
Okay.
Over the roach real quick, I'll just say it looks like she's gathering ritual stuff. She might be headed back in.
Okay. So give me an investigation check for the door if you haven't already given it to me. Okay. So you're closely examining the door. The outside of this door seems to be covered in symbols that look like they are associated with moon phases. So you got your, let me get my chart up.
Man, is this a puzzle and we don't have Tilda?
Oh shit.
And
So
by Tilda, I literally mean Ro, because Ro is the puzzler.
yeah, so it's a circular chart. So you got your your moon, your new moon, your waning crescent, third waning gibbous, full moon, etc., etc., etc. So you have your 8 phases of the moon in a circle currently. They look like they can be pressed.
There's some sort of puzzle dealing with the moon phases. We can certainly try our luck, or we could. Is she alone in there? We might want to just knock her out, and
Yeah, is she
that
like
way
Forge?
Zaitari could also get a look at her and impersonate her if need be.
It doesn't look like she's grabbing stuff for a wedding, though. It looks like she might be getting something and heading back in for a ritual. If that's the case, we can just sneak in behind her.
Alright, where she goes.
Is she alone in storage right now?
She is alone in storage.
Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on her. If it looks like when she leaves, if she heads back to the door that Rain's at, I'm not going to do anything and just let Rain know. If it looks like she's turning to go up to where the wedding is, she's going back into storage with me.
Okay.
There's people kind of like in this area though, right? Like
Yeah, they're
there's
coming out they're
door.
coming out of the dormitory and they're going into the dining area.
She can't make any noise if I stun her.
Assuming she fails all her saves.
I can hit her many times.
That's why I said all her saves.
It's unlikely at a certain point, so.
Okay. But yeah, Rain, there are 8 buttons, each corresponding with a phase of the moon.
While Aoife's doing that, I'm gonna be looking at them. Like, do any of them seem like they're pressed? You know, the old, aha, we have your fingerprints on these 4 buttons, therefore we can deduce the answer.
They look more worn than the other buttons.
Roll another investigation check. So they're all made of stone. They look all equally worn. If I had to give a wornness quality.
Okay, so they're probably all pushed in a pattern or something.
So currently your target, Aoife, looks like she is gathering these items and heading towards the doorway of the storage area. She looks like she's turning towards going up the stairs.
That's not gonna cut it. Before she can get fully out the door, I just want to. I'll be revealed if I hit her.
You will.
Yeah.
It might be as simple as just pushing the buttons in phase order. So.
Yeah. Do we want to risk the temple knowing us? And that we're here.
I mean,
No.
I'm in a bag.
I'd just hit her from behind it. Well, if you're gonna attack,
Yeah, but she doesn't have sneak attack. She got her punches. That's it.
Yeah. I can
She
stun.
She might not just be a commoner.
Yeah, I mean, she could be a high priest.
You got a couple seconds to decide what you're gonna do.
I mean, I'm leaning towards no, but I won't be upset if Aoife doesn't.
What I would like to do, while she's still in the room, if possible, to sneak into the storage room and just like hide off to the side.
Okay.
And then pull out Zaitari's bag of holding and open it. And as she looks like she's about to go and turn to the right, put it over her head. So if she screams into an extra dimensional space.
Oh my
Pull her
god.
back in.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It's silent.
Okay. So I'm just gonna walk you. I'm gonna walk myself through this. What you just said. You are gonna try to put the bag of holding over her head. So if she's
It's gonna bag her.
you're gonna bag her. Okay. Okay. This is gonna
Won't be
be
there
a
long enough.
point.
That's not
This
my
is gonna
case,
be opposing grapple. She will be surprised because
Really? Will she be? She'll be surprised by this action? Why would she do that? This is a pretty standard thing that happens to people, right?
So is that advantage for me?
Yes, I'll have advantage for you. This will be opposing.
So
Yeah.
24.
All right. So she's about to turn. You put the bag. It's a little difficult because she's a little taller than you because she's a freaking elf.
Yeah.
But
I'm
you have a
very
little
short.
leap. Yeah, you have a little leap as in your step as you like.
And can I pop out my astral arms at the same time to wrap around and grab her arms so she doesn't drop anything? Like a weird spider.
Okay, I'm gonna
And then
ask.
just drag her backward.
All right, I would. She does. You know, the incense wouldn't make any noise, but the incense
earth
holders
pots.
would.
Yeah.
So give me a dex check to try to like, hoo-ha, catch them.
Okay. Yeah, because I just want to clamp around her arms and keep her from dropping them.
Okay.
Or
You're able to catch the two earned incense holders she's currently holding. Rain, you witnessed this because you're like right across the way.
Mhm.
You see her coming out. You see the bag of holding over her head. You see the arms catch two incense holders, and she's being like dragged back into the
it's a
storage
horror
room.
movie.
Okay. She is struggling.
Yeah, I'm gonna say over the roach. Hey, Rain, help me knock her out.
Yep. I'm gonna go sneak over there, and we're gonna push her into the storage room. We're gonna
Okay.
give her the old blanket party.
All right.
Kick the door shut with one foot gently.
I'd say roll with advantage because she's currently tied up at the moment.
Let's do this non-lethally.
Yeah.
Because she hasn't seen anything.
Oh no, she doesn't. She has not seen you guys at all. She is just flailing around.
I'm guessing that, I mean, I know that she probably doesn't, but I like to imagine that she's just watching all of Zaitari's belongings, like, float around in the void. And
Yeah,
it's
and
just
you
like,
guys are in there
dildo?
too.
where's there a dildo?
No.
No, we're in the portable hole.
Okay,
They're
you're
in
in the
the
hole.
hole.
Okay.
This is the bag.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so yeah, roll your attack. I know it's non-lethal, so you're probably just hitting her at the end of the dagger. Okay.
Really funny is that it's the bag of holding, so it's just like a limp bag sitting on her neck.
Oh, that's terrifying. Everything about this is horrible.
Okay, let me see how many hit points she has. Just give me a moment.
Priestess of Sehanine, hit points 17. If this doesn't do it, I can just start punching. I've got many arms. I can just start punching
so
everyone.
she is what is considered. I have her rank too. So let me see. Okay, so she's that. So therefore, she would be any day now. You can load any day now.
But I won't.
Okay, she's nearly out. Like she is. You're probably gonna hit her, so just hit her.
Punch, yeah, just like punch her in the solar plexus. No
Yeah,
fire.
that's enough. That's enough. And you punch her in the gut, she goes limp.
and I'll lay her down in like a corner and take the bag of holding off her head
Okay.
so she doesn't suffocate.
Yeah, let's let so guys, everyone, open up the portable hole. We knocked out the priestess.
What's up?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, a long story. Not really. We pretty much knocked her out. That's the whole thing. There's a door with moon
That's
phases.
all you need to know.
It's gonna be a puzzle. We thought we might need, she might be carrying something, and maybe Zahara, you want to look for the mask of many
What?
faces.
Was she carrying anything?
Some incense.
Right. Okay.
She is currently dressed in simple white robes with some beaded moons at the helm and at the sleeves. She has a symbol of Sehanine around her neck.
Does she have a cheat sheet anywhere for the code to the door? Like written on her arm?
No. Well, you're looking at her pockets. You find 4 gold.
I'm not gonna take that.
Okay. You find she's wearing some rings made out of moonstone.
Fancy.
Yep. She looks like she has a little like hymn prayer book on her as well. And that's all you really find on her.
To further confuse and traumatize this poor woman, I would just like to take her shoes.
All right.
I was gonna say, as a practitioner of the very many medicinal and poisonous arts, malice poison helps put people to sleep if they fail it by enough. Do I think that might enhance the time that she would stay knocked out?
That's possible. You can like give her a paper cut, put some poison in that open wound. I think that would
It's inhaled. The malice poison is inhaled.
inhaled.
So.
Okay, even better. That will cross the blood-brain barrier. Yeah, sure.
All right. I have 2 doses, so I will administer a dose of the malice poison.
Okay. You stole her shoes. She was wearing these type of like slip-on shoes. The comfy flats that you would be accustomed to wearing if you were to work and stand up in places for a long time.
I have a question.
For poison, I'm definitely going to in purposely make sure that there is some left, like on a collar or something.
Okay.
Is there somewhere out of the way, like, is she skinny enough that we could like stash her like under a shelf or something?
Stand her up in the corner behind a box.
Okay. So she's a little bit on the tall side. She is probably 5'9", 5'10".
Polymorph her into a dolphin and shove her under a chest.
I only have so much magic, guys.
I'm kidding. Don't do that.
You could probably. I mean, there are a couple rugs and tapestries in here.
Okay, I'm going to say, Aoife, pick her up and put her by the rugs and tapestries. I am going to turn her and you invisible again. So we'll have an hour. I am going to turn myself into this woman. And you say there's the moon phase puzzle, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very familiar with the moon phases, considering my troops' name, the Wandering Moon. It was kind of our symbols, like our flag. So, I'll just go with the usual order and go from there.
I'll prop her up next to the rugs, like position a box or something so her knees can't buckle.
Then I will, at 3rd level, cast invisibility on Aoife and this unconscious woman.
Okay.
And then I will Mask of Many Faces myself into looking like this.
Okay. Sounds fair.
Thankfully,
Okay.
we are the same height. So.
Yes. All right. So you knocked her out. You stole her shoes. You poisoned her to make sure she's sleeping.
Maybe
Okay.
on the drought. No, it could happen. I don't know.
It
what
could have been the
is.
drought. That's true. It is drought poison. If they get a forensic scientist out here and do chemistry shit. Okay, I'm sure
They're
they do
probably
that here.
buddies with the, they're probably buddies at the Temple of Ioun. I'm sure there's some chemistry nerds over there.
Okay. All right, so all this is done. Splendid.
Mm-hmm.
This is.
I'm gonna grab some of the incense
Mm-hmm.
and just, put it in a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And then over the brooch, I'm gonna say, Rain, just very gently grab my elbow and lead me to where this is.
All right, Melanie, back in the hole.
I will do so. Otherwise, you guys are gonna turn me invisible or put me in a fucking bag and hit me in the face. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So you lead the sky Zaitari to the panel where the 8 moon phases are.
I just want to imagine that when Ro listens to this episode, her eyes are going to roll so far back in her head that they're just never going to come back down.
Probably. Possibly.
Yeah.
First time, to be honest.
So there are 8 phases.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to press first?
I'm gonna go from new to waning
Okay.
crescent. That's usually how it goes. So.
You press you press the new moon button. Nothing seems to happen. Hold on. So you're doing new mood and waning? One
Yeah,
second.
no. New to waxing, first quarter waxing, gibbous, full moon, blah, 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 blah. I'll send you a picture of what I'm going for.
Okay, but
just
you
to-
are definitely pressing new moon first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you do that, there is another woman that comes out of the dormitory,
Okay.
and hold on. And she says, Elora, do you need help?
I will not.
She sighs. Elora, you know what day? Okay. She looked at the button. Have you not learned your new moon phases yet? She presses the waning crescent phase for you.
Okay.
And the door opens.
Okay. I give a pleading, I'm so sorry, thank you look,
Okay.
and kind of bow in deference. I'm gonna go in.
Roll deception.
Okay. Can
If
is
I
it
get
an
the-
advantage? Because I'm,
I'm sorry, the whole puzzle was what moon phases it today, and we didn't realize that.
Well, I was going based off of the fact that they were all equally pressed. I was assuming that it had to be,
One after the other instead of
Yeah.
one every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I happen to have advantage because I look like this woman?
No, because you don't know how this woman acts.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just going in. I'm trying to act in deference to this person, but sure, that's fine.
Look, if all fails, you just shove her head in a bag and punch her in the guts and deal her. I don't know. Are we gonna just take her socks and put her shoes back on her?
Good idea.
She just gives you this stare, and it's like, all right. Just don't be late for lessons in an hour. And
I nod enthusiastically.
and she goes. She seems to go up to the main area.
Okay.
And there is a staircase. After hold on. There's a staircase going down.
Okay. After we all get in, I'm going to say it over the brooch to Rain. Put me back in the bag.
Alright. Yep, we'll open the bag on the stairs. Well, not on the stairs, but in the
Well,
area.
the portable.
Oven.
hole,
Yeah.
You know.
Portable hole.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I jump back in and I just shake my head
Okay.
at where they should be.
Okay. You go down a long staircase descending into the earth. There are these these light sources in these glass bubbles that illuminate a blue light. As you come to the bottom of the staircase, there is a hallway with 4 sets of doors, 2 to the left and 2 to the right. The area here is also intricately carved, very similar to the area upstairs, except there looks like there's a little more detail given to these carvings. Looks like there's more of the history of Sehanine down here. The more graphic parts of her history. But yeah, 2 sets of doors to the left, 2 sets of doors to the right.
And the hallway doesn't continue.
Nope.
And go down further.
Nope.
Okay.
Doors are closed, right? I
All
assume
the
that?
doors are currently closed.
And any sound coming from either way.
Let's see. So let me just, for my own benefit, because you guys are right there. So to the door immediately to your right, when you listen at the door, if you give me a perception check, did you guys want to listen together? Did you guys want to take each a door? Okay. Rain, at this door, you hear, to the door immediately to your right, you hear what is chanting, in Elven. Sounds like this is kind of like a prayer room or of some sort. To the door immediately to your left, you do not hear any sounds coming from that door. From where you are currently, there are no sounds coming from the furthest right or the furthest left door.
Prayers in here and leave this room alone. We'll leave this room for last.
Agreed.
I'm assuming we're not just like missing something on the door saying, cool book kept here.
Yeah, this way to the book room. No, there's no signage down here.
Nothing signed forbidden library.
I'm going to
Damn.
examine the doors, the handles, see if there's any lock. If anything looks like it's more protected. What the hell? But maybe it's this one because it's a better lock.
Right. Give me an investigation check then, just to examine the locks. Oh.
Kitty.
Who's angry or hungry?
It's Meatloaf.
Oh, I love it.
It's scream time.
Scream o'clock.
I have my thing on mute because currently Tano is fighting sleep and telling me about it at length. I know you don't want to go to sleep, but you're tired.
Puppies are so stupid. They're literally, I'm so sleepy. I'm so tired. I'm about to fall over. I know. I'll run around at light speed and bite things.
So yeah,
Um,
that's why I'm muted.
That's fine. All right. So the furthest left door looks like it has a lock. So does the furthest right door. The closest left door to you doesn't appear to have like a complicated locking mechanism.
You seem locked. I'm gonna bet that important things are kept behind them. If you want to peek behind the other door, that's fine. But I'll start. There's not like a lot of people passing by us, right?
No,
right?
you haven't
So,
seen anybody down here. You just heard people in the prayer area.
Yeah, I'll left locked door. I'll start working on the lock.
Okay. Just give me a thieves' swirl. Okay. It easily opens for you. There is a satisfying click. When you open the door, there is a long hallway. Well, not long. It's about a 20-foot hallway until there's a door at the end of this hallway.
The features to the hallway.
The hallway currently has several statues, which include Sehanine, Coralon, Melora, and strangely enough, a one-eyed, orcish-looking individual.
Mention all that to Aoife. Say, that's. Would I know Grumps? Is that his name? Grumpy?
Possibly. You probably would know. Roll a religion check to see if you just know. It's not too difficult. No idea.
Well, here's an orc, so it's like that's weird, right?
Yeah. You see 3 elves and an orc, essentially.
So, tall with a bunch of statues, elven gods, and an ugly orc-looking motherfucker. I'll say that, and then I'm gonna open up the other door, the other locked door, and peek in, just to get our bearings.
Okay. If you roll 3 tools on this one. Okay. This one is even easier to open than the last one you picked. When you open this room currently looks like there is a statue of 3 women inside. Each woman has a large urn of sorts. It looks like there's a pool in the middle of this room, and the 3 statues of the women carrying urns, looks like water's coming out of each of the urns in this room. There is what can only be described as moonlight streaming from above into the pool below.
From their urns, or just from, like, the ceiling?
From the ceiling. Water's coming from the urns.
It was daytime when we came here, though, right?
Huh?
It was daytime when we got here, right?
Yeah.
Geometry does not work like that. This is magical somehow. Pretty obviously, right? So yeah, I'll relay that again to Aoife. If I'm gonna put my money, I would put it in this, but I'm not sure.
That seems like a puzzle. What was in the first one?
Unlocked door.
Oh, I was muted. Why'd you have to give us puzzles, Darren? God damn it.
Yes, I'm gonna have a large neon sign that says book room this way.
That's all we're asking for.
Listen, libraries have signs everywhere.
This is true.
Hidden libraries might have fewer signs, just throwing that
But
out
they
there.
still have signs.
Not on its way there, only once you're inside it.
You don't know that. This could be
How
different.
do you know I don't have a hidden library?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you've never seen my house?
No.
Yeah.
But if there was a hidden library, it should be labeled, like any hidden library should be.
That's what you say. Are you sure?
So, here's a question. How deep underground are we at this point?
Judging from the stairs, if you had to guess, 10, 20, about maybe 30 feet.
Okay, not crazy.
Did any of the other doors seem to go into any place that went down further that we opened? Obviously, we didn't open the one.
No, the hallway and the room with the pool in it seem to be level.
And you said there's three. Are they identical statues?
No, one is of Coralon, one is of Sehanine.
Oh,
one
no,
was...
the urn people.
Oh, the urn
ones pouring
people.
the water.
But more.
They look like they're different people, but they're very similar.
Are you guys
Was
letting
there
this
a-
out of the bag?
Was there a third sister?
Not as far as you know. Give me a religion check.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm proficient. No, it doesn't matter.
You're not sure if you heard of like a third sister.
I mean, Mallory knows. The problem is, does Zaitari? You gotta tell us what's going on though, because Melanie and I are bagged.
In a bag.
They also gotta breathe. So
Yeah, I'd go. I say we go in one of the rooms, one of the hallways or something, and then let them out instead of just letting them out here in the hallway, because someone could
Yeah.
pop out of the room. Let's go in the room with the urn.
sure.
In the pool, in the moonlight. That seemed the most interesting so far.
And we can shut the door.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. And let our friends out to breathe.
Okay, poke my head up. I'm sure we exchange pleasantries about what's going on right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we walk you down this hallway. Moon's here, moonlight, but no moon. Yeah, weird.
Can I consult my relic
Mm-hmm.
for any information?
What kind of information are you trying to ask for?
Mostly because I have a very poor intelligence. Not like score, but just like checks.
Mm-hmm.
The three, like there were the three elven deities, and then the orc one, which is Grumsh, but we don't know that.
Right then.
I'm just trying
Alright,
to get the identities on all of them.
Right. Yes. Yeah, he will tell you, like, it does sound like it's Coralon, Melora, Sehanine, and Grumsh.
Okay.
The one that Coralon defeated.
Okay, so that would be why it's there, because he was defeated. What else is up in the other rooms?
The closest door to the entrance sounds like a prayer room of some sort. There's some chanting going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys did not open the door to the left closest room to the entrance.
I'll say over the brooch, well, why don't you open that door? And if you need us again, just, let us out to breathe. And I'll pop my head back down.
Eva peek in the left door and not see anything, or
I haven't looked because I had to go investigate Meatloaf's food situation.
Ah.
My headphones aren't wireless, so.
we will peek in that door.
Yeah.
Okay. You look in this door. There seems like to be a variety of robes in here.
Storage.
Probably more storage. These look like some of these look like bathrobes.
found the steam room, and you know how rain is, so spotty.
It could also be like the kind of thing that you do after like a baptism.
Yeah, like a ceremonial. Should we
Beliefs
take
I
a
have
dip
time.
and go swimming in the urn room?
Check out the other hallway first. See what that door goes to.
Yeah, okay.
All
Sorry,
right.
the one with active voices in it.
There's this hallway with the statues of Grumps and the other three. There's a door at the end of the hallway. Correct, DM?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
We'll tiptoe over that way and check out that door.
Okay.
Go through the hallway. Yeah, and make sure we don't, trip over any obvious traps.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to get pretty deep, and
Okay. So you get to the end of the hallway. There is the room in here is dark, but not completely dark. It's like more dim. Ahead of you, there is so there is like a wall in front of you, like a panel. Inside the panel, there is a large circle. Behind that wall or panel, I'll just call it a panel. There is an unlit lantern behind the panel, and there looks like to be some like thick, like cut out, almost as thick as cardboard, pieces. But in front of the panel, it says, to stand in the light of the mirrored moon.
all right. Yeah, we'll let people out again.
Okay.
More puzzles. Just to stand in the light of the mirrored moon.
Do we gotta take a bath?
Do you need me to describe the room again? Was it
Oh
confusing?
shit! No, sorry. I was muted. I was talking, but I was like, why the fuck is nobody answering any more questions? So where was you said that there was like some kind of moon illumination.
Yeah. So
down
let
here,
me
right?
draw it out for you because I'm shit at explaining things. All right. So in front of you is this panel like so.
Mhm.
There is an opening. Pretend that's circular.
Yeah.
Behind that, hold on. There's like on this thing there is a unlit lantern. This is a lantern. Just pretend it's a lantern.
Mhm.
Next to this lantern, there are some thick paper pieces. Some look kind of like not. One looks circular, or one looks like like a crescent. One looks like half. One looks completely circular. That kind of thing.
Mhm. What did that lady say? Waning crescent.
Well, the phrase in the room says "stand in the light of the mirrored moon."
No, I know that, but what was the main moon phase today?
Waning crescent.
Okay. I will grab the piece of paper that matches that and put it in front of the lantern.
Okay.
Then I
So
will.
yeah. So the almost circle. That leaves like one sliver of the waning crescent. You put that
Mhm.
piece in.
I will prestidigitate light. Oh wait, that's right. I can thaumaturgy flame as well. But either way, I make flame and I light the lantern.
Okay, you light the lantern. The image of the waiting crescent appears on the floor.
Mm-hmm. I stand in it.
Nothing happens.
Is there like a relief one? So that like if you put it in there, it would make instead of a whole moon, it would make a shadow of the moon, the new moon.
There's one that's a complete circle. Yes.
Yeah, I'll pop that one in
Okay.
and then stand in it.
Nothing seems to happen.
I will do waxing crescent. That is the opposite of what the phase is right now.
Nothing seems to happen. As you do this, you guys do hear like some footsteps coming down the long hallway that you just came from.
Snuff
Put
out
everything
the light.
back.
Yeah, snuff out the light. Put everything back. Get in
Right
the
now, I will
portal
just
hole.
like hug the wall.
Okay. Where's the rest of you guys? Okay, so you're hugging the wall, Aoife. Rain, what are you doing?
Well, is it big enough to do? Like, are we think? Like, how big is this room?
This room is about 20 by 20.
Okay, that's pretty big.
Yeah, I mean,
I can do
Aoife's still invisible, so.
Yeah.
What's
I'll
happening?
back in the hole.
All right. You go back in the hall. There is a young man, who comes in. He looks around. Sees the lanterns lit.
Oh no, I snuffed that
Okay,
out.
you stuffed that out. Okay.
Then we put everything back.
Okay, you
so-
put everything back. Looks very confused, and starts like looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure all like he sees him like count the pieces of paper in, just to make sure they're all there. Looks at the lantern. Doesn't seem to notice anything else. And he's like, "Hello." Huh.
Solve the puzzle for us, you fuck!
Puts everything back and just walks back out. Door closes behind him. You hear footsteps walking away.
Yeah, let him walk away for a minute.
I hate puzzles.
I know. We saw a moonlight in the other room. Might have to shuffle back and forth somehow, maybe.
It doesn't. What's the exact wording of the phrase of this one?
Stand in the light of the mirrored moon.
Stand.
Did the was the fake moon that's like in the other chamber in a specific phase?
No, it just was like there seems to be moonlight coming from the ceiling,
Okay.
but there wasn't like a particular phase.
Gotcha. I mean, just try the full moon one.
Let's try. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna go back and get into that pool for a couple seconds and then come back. So yeah, let's try the full moon.
Okay. Nothing
Hold it.
happens.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna go back to the pool with the urns pouring into it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna like jump all the way in, but I'm gonna like get some water and like wash my face with it, get it in my hair,
Okay.
and then go back. And then rapid fire try the different phases and stand in them.
Okay. Would you like to like randomly, or is there one you use first, or would you like me to roll?
I try for the new moon again. So I'm like, char shit, let's do this.
Okay. Nothing happens.
The waxing crescent.
You stand in there for a moment, and nothing seems to happen.
Waning. Do waning again.
Waning crescent.
You hear footsteps coming down the hallway again.
I put everything back and set off the light and then press against the wall.
How did they know this is happening?
They're probably like getting a false alarm. Like their antivirus software just goes going crazy.
Your firewall has detected question mark?
Shit.
You have used
Well,
this
just-
password too many times.
We're just trying to brute force it because we can't do puzzles.
Aoife is uneducated.
This time, you see the same young man with another person, a young
Damn.
woman,
And
and they're
knock him out.
and then this time they're holding lanterns, and now they're like looking like,
Are these like magical lanterns?
they look like mundane lanterns.
Okay.
Like,
Thank God it's not a lantern of revealing. Jesus
That's what I was
Christ.
worried about.
they're looking around. They're like, you hear them talk amongst themselves. There seems to be. It sounds like there seems to be a sort of what I've described. You put in the password too many times.
Oh, what's her face could have woken up by now. I don't know how long she's supposed to be out with that stuff.
It's gonna be also she got knocked out, so it's like 1d4 hours. So it's at least in 1 hour.
Plus, yeah, plus.
Oh,
the-
okay. A
Plus
minimum
drought
of an hour,
poison.
so she would still
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But I was like, okay. Like, yeah, and you hear the young man say, next time if that happens again, we should go get High Initiate, Leah. And yeah,
This is the DM saying, "Play the puzzle right, you assholes."
and you know, you
I don't
see them
know what it
nod,
is.
and then you
Aoife
walk
skipped
off.
class. She deliberately avoided all lessons.
Like, I can't think of what the answer to this is because we've done the thing that is the moon phase and the opposite of it.
The only thing I can think of is like a new moon, because the new moon's associated with like
And we did the full moon.
like obsidian viewing, like pensive glasses, and it's the mirror of the full moon, and like
I
So,
mean,
can we-
listen, maybe it's the half moon because it's the new moon and the full moon being a mirror of each other. I don't fucking know. That's the only one we haven't done yet.
but the half moon has like 2 versions.
Yeah, well, we could go quick.
Well, I think that what we should probably do is go back to that room that the people were pouring out stuff, because that sounded pretty important. And here's the thing: great way to hide something that's underground is under a pool. Like
Yeah.
maybe there's a staircase and under that water.
I'm gonna use the
Yeah.
bathroom. I'll be right back.
Because I went back to that room once to wet myself in case it was like blessed water or something.
Yeah, I mean, Aoife, like, technically, quote-unquote, bathed.
I baptized myself.
Did you just stick your head down in, or did you actually like get bodily into it?
No, I didn't want to leave drips of water, so I just used it to like wash my face and wet my hair.
Okay.
I drip water around the hallways.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fair. I think we should check that out because I feel like it could be a way further down.
I think the water room is important. I thought it was just going to be like a, coat yourself
Maybe.
thing. Like in Charlie's Angels, when they have to wear the all white suits, they're not picked up in the clean room.
I honestly just
Uh,
think that it's just a ritual bathing room for
That, yeah.
before, like, prayer. And that's it, because there's robes there.
But there is the third sister who we don't know, but if somebody can do a successful religion check.
No, I did it already. It was
Okay.
Melora, Corellin, Sehanine, and Grimsh.
No, that's the statue room. We're talking about the 3 people pouring the water.
But the urns, they're all similar but not the same.
Oh, I thought I asked about that.
I'm back.
So
What's up?
did we at some point get the information on the 3 people pouring the water? Because we know who the statues were, but the water people.
Yeah, I thought I asked about that. I didn't realize that they were different things.
Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, you asked about the hallway
I tried
statue.
to roll, and I rolled terribly for the 3 with the water. But if Zaitari could check.
Yeah, I would have consulted with Relic Daddy. So.
Let me see if Relic Daddy knows anything about this. He's confused.
Okay.
Lovely.
Can we just try the half moon, please? It was the only one we haven't done.
Yeah, Rain, go into a different room while I try this. Because if they bring them back, I can get out because I can go along the walls.
I'll go hang out in the moon room. Yeah, where the moon shine down the.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try the 2 half moon phases by myself in here.
Okay. You try the half moon. You stand in the light. And there's a pressure plate that activates and opens the door to the next room.
My God.
I say with approach. Okay, we're in. I hate Sehanine so much.
Next room. This is gonna be great in summaries.
I mean, it could be summarized real quick with Rain and Aoife fail to solve puzzles.
It's fine.
Repeated.
No,
Like-
it's all of us. It ain't just you. What's that thing that I posted?
We go into the next room.
Okay. You go into the next room. Hold on. Give me a second.
I could have sworn I put this in here. Yep, I did.
Alright. You go into the next room. It's a library.
Hey,
Hey.
library.
Yay. In this library, it's about as big. There is a pool in the center of the room. There are books lining the left and right of this room. There's also a bookcase at the end of the room that looks like it's elevated slightly. In the pool, you see there are numerous what you guys know what like moon jellyfish are, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are like hundreds of moon jellyfish just like floating in this pool.
Cool, that's terrifying.
And like above there are like these beautiful tapestries with lunar moths on them.
Can we shut the door behind us?
You could shut the door behind you. It seems to shut.
Great.
I would like all of you to roll a perception check, please. Well, whoever's out of the bag, please roll a perception check. Okay.
Rolling terribly tonight.
Rain. As you're inspecting the room, you see that there are thin threads that seem to be that like are on the floor. Not at the immediate entrance where you are, but they're like thin threads. Like let me get the like yeah, there we go. Let me get this tool. Like coming from here, going to the floor. And it's what they look like. They look like these thin thread. They look like these thin threads that go over the bookcases, and then like the threads enter the pool.
So am I gonna have to do was an entrapment? Should this? Go
I was about to say,
down.
Catherine hit it down. She dips beneath the lasers.
Oh my god.
If Reen points us out, do they look like there's a thread attached to each individual book, or does it seem like it's only some spaces?
It looks like if you took like one of those like weaving apparatuses and you like drape threads over it's the entire bookshelf.
Okay. So you're the trap master, Rain. You're the one who steals stuff. Have they trapped every single book in here?
Have they?
Not individually, but it looks like the threads are covering like the entire bookshelf itself, so you couldn't really move a book if you wanted to.
Be nearly impossible to get one out by itself.
Just fuck it. Just find the book that we need, grab it, replace it, dump everything, and we run.
That might be what we do. Let's be honest.
Are
Yeah.
there any threads above the bookcases?
It doesn't appear to be so.
Because I can get on top pretty easily.
We know we know the book is down here. Is there one open on a special pedestal up for all to see?
There is one bookshelf that's elevated above the others. It's this one right there.
Do you want to hop in the bag real quick and I can get us over there without going near the threads?
Yeah, I'll join in the duo.
We all take a breath and then get back in.
And I'll just hold the portable hole and then really quick run up the wall so I'm above the bookcases and the threads, and then run along the wall to the other side. And then land in a place where there are no threads.
Okay.
And then open the portable hole for the others.
So you want to like land over here pretty much? Or here, or here.
Like somewhere where there's no threads. So
that
like,
would be
like,
around there would have no threads.
Yeah, like that kind of space.
Yeah.
So I'll drop down from there because I can run up and down walls. So I can be precise. And then once I land, I'll open the bag again for the others.
If I kind of try my best just to look at these threads, do I get the sense? Is it like the alarm spell thread kind of thing?
Roll an investigation check, and you've probably seen the alarm spell like 1,000,000 times at this point. So you know what it like. You don't have to be like a spellcaster to. No, usually the alarm spell threads are taut. These threads, they look like they're draped, and they're like loose.
It could be just a fucking weird ass spider in here, y'all.
That's literally what I was gonna say. Or is it from the spider that is literally descending upon us as we look up? Other than obviously shit tons of thread just everywhere, does this place look used? Kept up?
If you look around, there aren't any dust on the books or bookshelves or anything in this room. It looks fairly clean.
It's because the spider licked it all up, man.
Spider eats the dust mites.
Yeah.
Does anyone have big fire spell that can burn many thread at once?
No.
Okay. I have flaming gauntlets. I can just start smacking threads.
How about we locate the book that we need first?
Yeah.
The problem is, how do we see on the shelf when we have to sit beside it? Because we're like standing here.
Couldn't we like see the books before?
I don't think we were close enough to like thoroughly investigate the shelf. If I hold up the forged book of names, is there anything on the spine to like differentiate it from other books, or is it just a basic spine?
Roll a perception check. So you're pretty much trying to fit the spine with the book you're trying to switch out, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Size,
Books. They all look very similar.
I'm rolling so bad. It's a lot of like 4s and below.
Zaitari is not made for perception checks. This is not her wheelhouse.
Do I have anything that I can use to re-roll that? I do have magical dark vision.
Doesn't sound like that lets you re-roll that though.
No, I've got many things though. I've got to try and see if any of them let me re-roll anything.
Yeah, I feel like there's something that monks do that lets you do that, but I might be misremembering. I mean, you still got a fucking 12. It's like legit.
Yeah, let me. Where the fuck is it? I can reroll saving throws with Diamond Soul. I can't reroll checks.
If I gave Aoife a pep talk, in the form of giving her advantage, could she try again?
Yeah, I'd let her try again.
Okay. Or not advantage, sorry, bardic inspiration.
Inspiration, yeah.
Yeah. You get a D10 to add to it. And so.
19.
Okay. The book is, now that you're like looking a little more closely at the book and looking at the bookshelf, yeah, it's you see it on this bookshelf. You're gonna have to push some threads away to switch it though.
The elevated bookshelf?
The elevated bookshelf.
Okay, I think you might be on a different layer with pinging.
Sorry. The elevated bookshelf.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
I want to try really hard not to trigger whatever the watchdog is.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't have...
Look like there are any broken threads. Like threads have been broken, or they all look intact.
They all look intact. I will reiterate once again that all these threads go into the pool.
Hate that. Hate that.
Yeah, I don't have detect magic.
Oh, hey, but you've got polymorph, yeah?
What's that gonna do?
You just polymorph her into literally like a moth and have her fly her ass, and she flies over there.
And pick up a book?
No.
We're gonna run into a jester problem with a 0 intelligence score.
Yeah, the problem is it's surrounded by the threads. We have to reach through them.
I know what I can do. Aoife.
Yes.
My concentration is going to drop on the invisibility, so hopefully nobody finds that woman.
Okay.
But I can cast animate objects for a minute and hold these strings taut.
I don't want to disturb the strings at all.
I know. You won't, because the strings are going to be taut.
As in, you'll hold them in place.
Yeah, they will be held in place, but you need to move quickly.
I mean, I'm fast. Rain might be better off with this, though. I think this might be where a sleight of hand might come in use.
Yeah, because I'll hold the strings that are where the book is in place in such a way where they are not going to be disturbed.
Because I'm also worried that casting anything on the strings will also alert whatever is connected to them.
Then I guess we'll have to find that out because I see no other way around it.
Well, here's the thing. Let's assume we manage to get the book. Something pops out of that, or comes running down the hallway.
Uh-huh.
Are we running or are we fighting?
Running.
All right.
Running.
Just a long
If you
call.
don't, as long as you don't drop invisibility on me, you guys can get into the bag, and I can run 15 feet out the wall where they're not going to be looking.
I can recast invisibility on you. That's not an issue. It's just for a
Okay.
minute, I'm just going to be holding this animate objects.
Getting out, I think the best bet is you all being in the bag. I move ridiculously quick, and I can be on the wall. Where people do not look traditionally for intruders. Let maybe give Rain a pep talk real quick before we do anything.
Is there
Can you
anything else
feed
in this
him?
room that we can steal that isn't tied to the threads?
I mean, at this point, I think we should just go ahead and
Grab a shit ton of books. Run.
just
I think
fuck this room up.
that poor woman who got bagged and hit and punched and then her shoes stolen. I think that
Yes.
might be a diversion enough.
Oh, especially with the drought poison. They're going to be confused.
Yeah, and I think that was strange enough, and then when she retells it, I think that will be
It might set off an alarm down here, so they'll know something happened in here.
yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
But
know
still a
something because
jellyfish.
I don't know that we're gonna be able to move the book without moving the threads. I think what we might want to do is toss I fight whatever's in here, probably, and then grab some sort of artifact or relic, and and I don't think we should leave with it. I think we should just smash it on the floor. Some sort of something.
Are there any artifacts in here? Or is it only books?
It appears to be books and fancy pillows.
So
Pillows.
grab a couple of books. Make sure we disturb where the book was that we stole. You know, we don't want to look. Oh, it just happened not to touch probably what's the most valuable book here. You know, we just missed it. Whatever. You know.
We're at the important bookshelf. Let's take other books on the important bookshelf.
Yeah. It falls
But
off somewhere.
Then they're going to notice that that books on the important bookshelf are missing, and so they'll scrutinize the books on the important bookshelf more.
It's better to distract with other things and hope they overlook it, because if something is mysteriously undisturbed, that's suspicious.
On the bookshelf with that 19 perception trying to match the book, on the important bookshelf, is there one book that looks especially old and tattered, like maybe it's been used a lot?
There's a few books that look like that. A little dog-eared and the spine has been like bent quite a few times. There's a couple books that look like that.
Let's take those books.
All right, that's fine. Again, I will hold.
I still don't know if we should take them though, because somebody might try to scry on them. Like, there's all kinds of things that somebody might do. I think that
I'm
we should.
just gonna take it out of the temple and then throw it.
Throw it in.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as we don't.
Yeah,
keep
who
it,
cares?
Keep it. All right.
Yeah, no, we don't need to keep it.
Yeah, chuck it onto somebody's roof and let them deal with it.
Also, technically, if we kept it in the portable hole, they'd just see a black void.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
Slam dunk it into some of the wedding decorations.
Anyways, Rain, do you want to get into place? And when you're ready, I'll do the animate objects to hold the strings taut.
I still don't know if casting a spell on the threads is a good idea.
We're gonna have to either move them or cast on them. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, it's either
or
gonna move.
Rain can roll a godlike sleight of hand check.
I mean, I guess it could go either way. I don't know.
I'm gonna preemptively, though I'm still invisible. I think I'm going to preemptively pop out my astral arms just in case.
Okay.
My minimum check is 30.
I know, but I feel like yeah.
Other thing I would consider is that it's a pretty above spell level, but that's up to you. You know, it could help.
Yeah, I would like to do it, and I'll give you a bardic inspiration.
I think we got a plan, DM.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll give Rain a pep talk. You have a D10 to add to, basically whatever you want. And I'll get ready with animate objects to on the strings.
Animate him, slip the book out, and everything will go well, and we'll just stroll out, and that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good.
We'll slip one in for the other, and be on our way. And there will be no boulders chasing us.
And also grabbing a couple other books.
Yep. All right, DM, would you like me to roll?
Sure.
Sure. Go
Are
ahead.
you casting animate object?
Yep. I'm just casting them on the strings that matter for the bookshelf.
Okay. You cast animate object. It doesn't work.
Mm.
You can't animate an object that's alive.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Well,
Because-
that's good to know.
Yeah. So I'd like everybody to roll initiative
Yep.
because the moon jellies retract their tentacles from the bookshelf.
Yeah.
No, you just want to stay inside. I don't know if you want to do that.
Well, why are we rolling initiative?
Because they're gonna come out and fuck with us, probably.
No, I know, but
Animate
why are
objects.
they disturbed?
It doesn't animate objects have verbal and somatic components.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a spell, and we're in a temple of Sehanine.
Uh-huh.
So it was probably like, oh, spell, magic bad.
I just want to know if they were triggered because if the spell just fails, then nothing happens. Because presumably we've also just been talking.
I'd been assuming everything was over the brooches.
Jared, art thou present?
I am present. Well, Rain, what would have your sleight of hand been? Let's see.
Because it probably would have been a very attempted, at the same time. So,
Mhm.
I would say I was going to use my luck on it, so that's what I'll do.
And you also
And
have
the-
the... yeah.
So, well, maybe I'll get a 20, so I'll just hold the luck for now, and we'll see. But if it's not anything other than 20, I'm gonna roll luck with lucky. Sleight of hand. So yeah, let's do it one more time, just to see. Nope. So 37 plus.
Okay.
7, so yeah, they're 44.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how would you sleight of hand living tentacles from a jellyfish.
You dip beneath the lasers.
Just gently caress them? I don't know.
I have a gift right there. I don't know what you need more.
It's a lot more. It's a lot more threads than that. I'm gonna tell you. All right. So it probably was gonna be the action of taking the book out. Would have triggered it anyways. So.
Skip the book.
Also, where are we all? Are we...
I
we're
assumed
all...
you guys were over there.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
All right. Let me put that guy on the board. It's a swarm. It's not a giant moon jelly. It's a swarm of moon jellies.
Yeah.
That have coalesced with each other.
Awesome.
Yep.
Now's a good time for me to mention, guys, I'm immune to poison. So let me go get up in that jellyfish's faces.
I thought we were running.
I mean, we have the book. Let's just GTFO.
Yeah.
I asked if we had the book. I don't think I got an answer on that yet.
You have the book. At this point, you also see the two lunar moths tapestries come to life.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, we're
so,
not gonna
yep.
get out of here easily.
All right.
I
So-
am no, I'm not invisible anymore.
All right, so I'm gonna roll for these
Coda.
guys. You guys can
So-
still probably get out.
Yeah, Melanie, you'd be over
Yeah.
here with us.
Oh, I just dropped myself on the map because I wasn't completely sure where we were.
Yeah, we're over here.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to get me
Because
invisible.
I didn't know if we all were over there or if we waited.
Yeah, I know. I put everyone was in the bag, and I ran over all of the threads to get to the other side.
Yeah, I
Okay.
assumed that I've just had my head poking out of the portable hole. I have not gotten out of the hole. I'm
Okay.
like half in, half out.
If you want to make me invisible again, I can get us out of here.
Just needs to get to me. I unfortunately rolled low.
Yeah. But on the way out, it should be fine. Monks are disgustingly fast. And that's very useful in situations like this.
All right.
Meow.
Meow.
Dakota was just like, mm-hmm.
All right.
Did Melanie get out of the bag?
I mean, I have not said that I got out of the bag or that I didn't get out of the bag because I wasn't sure what our plans were.
Aoife, you are up on deck. What are you guys doing?
You want to grab a couple other books?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab onto the portable hole so it's ready. Because I don't know. I need to know who's in the bag and who needs to get in the bag.
Right.
I am in the bag.
Okay, Zaitari's in the bag. And I'm just gonna have it out and ready for Melanie and Rain. And with my astral arms, which I did pop out, I'm just gonna grab, like, 4 random books. And shove them in my pocket.
You could just put him in the portable hole with us.
Okay, yeah, I'll just toss them into the hole.
Toss.
Actually, with because I have the astral arms, would it be possible for me to hold open the portable hole with one hand, with 2 hands, and then with my one hand just like empty an entire bookshelf?
Yeah, that's
the hole.
pretty easy to do. I'll
I
let
will-
you do that.
I will do that, and then bonus action patient defense. So everyone can get in the hole, and then next round I will run.
Okay, sounds good.
So everyone will announce that plan to the group over the bridges.
Come on, Coda. Come on. Come.
I'll run after I'm invisible and everybody's in the hole.
Yeah. We
So-
would have needed some command word probably to not like retract the
everything up.
jellyfish arms. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Now that the arm's successfully in the water, this guy is going to meander.
Oh, can I move real quick?
Oh yes.
I'll just move in front of everyone because I'm
Alright.
defensing.
Going to meander over there. And then it is going to attempt to attack you, Aoife. You're the one. So who's out right now? Aoife is out. Zaitari's
not.
in the bag. Rain's out of the
I'm
bag.
assuming that I'm still actually in the bag.
You're in the
Mel-
bag. Mel's in the
And
bag.
I just emptied an entire bookshelf.
Yes. Okay.
It's like 6 arms.
I need to make this text bigger. Hold on. All right. It is going to attempt to reach out and touch you with
And
its...
touch me.
Yep.
Disadvantage, please.
All right. That first one doesn't hit. But is all of them disadvantage, I assume?
Yep, I'm taking the dodge action as a bonus action.
Okay, that went under the table. I need another one. Oh, I would just rewrote this one. So Nope.
One miss.
Yeah, they all miss. They all miss.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Dodge
Yeah.
tank.
Dodge tank. All right. Melanie's in the hole. Rain, are you getting in the hole?
Turn invisible and jump in the hole.
Okay. The moths, these giant lunar moths, are going to fly down.
Just start swatting with my hands. Not doing anything, just lots of little slaps.
All right. Okay. So the beating from these moths' wings are just like, do you know, like it feels like your eardrum is vibrating violently.
Oh yeah.
Can I get just give me 2 wisdom saving throws?
You got it.
Yeah, you're fine. All right. And now they're gonna attempt to bite you. And
Still with disadvantage.
sting you. I figured. Nope.
Nom.
Nope.
Nom.
Okay. No. All right. The other one. Okay. Okay. That is 1 hit because my lowest roll was an 18. So
Okay.
the guy to the south of you landed a bite. That would
I
be
look
a
offended.
23 to hit.
Yeah. that hits.
And then you will take 10 piercing damage,
Uh-huh.
2 acid damage,
Uh-huh.
and you are currently grappled.
Ah.
Okay, and
Okay.
I don't think the stinger's gonna hit you because if 18 doesn't hit you, then the sting misses.
18 does not hit me.
Okay, but you are currently grappled. I'll just mark by which guy. That guy, orange guy.
Okay.
All the colored guys.
Okay.
It's a rainbow of grabs. Zaitari's in the hole.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on Aoife
Okay.
as requested.
Okay.
Thank you.
You are...
And I will give you another bardic inspiration
Thank you.
as my bonus action, and then I pop my head into the portable hole, ready for it to be closed, taking a deep breath.
Okay. I am invisible.
You are invisible. You are currently also grappled.
I would like to use my action to break the grapple.
Okay.
Athletics, acrobatics.
Let me... either or will suffice.
I'll add the D10 to that just in case.
Yeah, I rolled
25.
a 1. So,
Oh, sweet.
yeah, so you are adjacent but ungrappled.
Okay, and I'm invisible now.
Mm-hmm.
And I will use Step of the Wind to dash with a bonus action and get to the door,
Okay.
carrying the portable hole of my friends.
All right, sounds good.
Am I able to open the door as an object interaction?
Yep.
Sweet. I'm going to pause to open the door as my object interaction and then move the rest of my 30 feet that I have left out.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I'm gonna keep the turn order. Not necessarily for the stuff in the room. Because at this point, the entire vicinity is in alarm now.
Yep.
Oh,
Why? Why would
I'm
that
going to
happen?
be running on the wall.
Okay.
By the way.
I can't believe it. Wow, who would guess?
You know those multiple instances in Avatar when Aang's like running through a hallway and he's like going in spirals up and around the wall and around the ceiling? That's my approach to escaping this temple.
Okay. So yeah.
Pretty good idea.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people that's just entered that lantern room that you were just in.
Uh-huh.
It's about, like I said, it was about 20 by 20.
Okay. I would like to, because I can run on vertical surfaces. I'd like to run up the wall, so I'm like 15 feet up. If it's a 20-foot wall ceiling as well, and just like a little box. If it's not, it's only 10 feet up, then I'm going to be running like right at 9 feet, because I'm not very big. And I'm going to triple dash out of here, staying as close to the ceiling as possible, and traveling however far that is in a single round.
Okay.
I'll pull out my calculator because brain's not working. 165 feet.
Okay.
However far that gets me for this first
round. So 165 feet. That will get you out of this room. So 20, and then out of the hallway. That will get you up the stairs.
Sweet.
Now, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Because I did have this built into the temple.
Uh-huh.
And I think I know what the answer is.
Okay.
I need you to make a perception check.
Uh-huh.
And I need to check on a spell.
27.
Because I need to see if you'd be able... Okay. Alright. As you enter the doorway to get through the secret door...
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly... Suddenly the invisibility fades.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna tell you guys because I don't know the effects of like this on portable holes and bags of holding.
Shit.
What if she was to enter an anti-magic field?
Ooh.
That's
I'm
an
guessing
interesting
all our
question.
shit just lands on the ground.
No, I don't think that's how that works.
'Cause-
I think it's just
stuck.
cut off. We're just stuck.
What
Because,
do you mean stuck?
like, stuck in the dimension. Like, if she opens it, it's just a normal bag, but we're stuck in the extra planar dimension. It's not like it just blinks out of existence.
But once
It's
she leaves the
essentially
field, once she leaves the field, she can open it and we're back.
Yeah. Essentially, we're
Okay.
just trapped inside the portable hole. We can't get out.
Yeah. But luckily, like, the effect of this only lasts for, like, a little bit because you're moving so fast that you crossed the threshold. But you are visible now.
I'm doing some more math to see just how fast I'm moving. I'm moving
Okay.
at like almost 20 miles an hour.
Okay. I'm gonna bring you back to the map because I need to calculate how far you would get, in that one turn. So let's see. Okay, 20 from the lantern room, another 20 to cross that hallway. It's probably not that long of a hallway, so let's say it's another like 25. The staircase itself is probably 1, 2, 3.
You got your astral
5,
shit out, right?
6,
Your identity is obscured
8,
at least.
9.
Yeah,
10.
I look weird as hell. I'm like a 5'2" thing with multiple glowing arms.
20.
Just running at 20 miles an hour.
Okay, so
on
at the
the
top of the
wall.
stairs, you would be at 115 feet.
I have another 50 feet I can go in that round then.
Okay. So you are I'll ping it. I brought you here. Yes. I'll ping it on the map. You are currently there.
Okay, and then each of the squares in the isometric map is at a 5.
Yes.
Okay. I would actually like to pop over here into this corner
Mm-hmm.
of the storage room open up the portable hole and look in. Can I see the others?
Yeah. Once you get out of the field, you can see the others.
Invisibility. Invisibility again.
I'll cast it.
All right, hold on. I need to. So I'm trying to gauge how many people are down here and how many
Yeah.
people saw
I
you.
understand.
Yeah, give me a moment. Definitely saw you.
Though I will
Yeah.
remind you. Looks weird as fuck.
Yeah, I'm very aware of this.
The drow poison, and I'm out here with multiple, between my legs and arms, 8 limbs.
Mm-hmm.
We've
It's an
definitely
attack
caused
of-
chaos.
It's an attack of the followers of Wall, obviously.
Okay.
Why else would the spider-looking motherfucker be running around?
All right. So
Steal
there
shoes.
were about 10 people down here. 7 of them saw you duck into this room, so they're immediately like shouting and like shit's coming down.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So
Just need to be invisible.
you guys you cast invisibility on her?
Ow. Yep.
Okay. Close up the hole.
I have plenty of spell slots. I've just been using it for basically invisibility.
All right.
Close the hole again, and start running off the wall and out.
Okay. So I would say you had to use an action to open the hole up. Just
Okay.
saying. So you.
If I have to get in there, use my action to open it up. I'll go ahead and take a patient defense.
Mm-hmm.
Then, just in case somebody comes in there before invisibility is cast, so they'll have disadvantage on me if they're gonna attack me while they see me.
Okay. Let me see if they do like how many people would be able. So, some of the people were in the dormitory, some of the people were in the kitchen. I want to see how many people would have been able to reach a storeroom, if any.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. There are 3 people at the storeroom. They're kind of trying to box you in. Only 2 people, I'm gonna say, are gonna be able to try to land attacks. Are you? You're doing
Okay.
patient defense, so they have
Patient
disadvantage.
defense. So I'm crouched down real low, holding the portable bag with 2 hands. All my astral arms are just like rearing around to the door and flipping them off.
Okay. 1 is able to get you. This die likes to miss everything and then roll a 20 and an 18. So this guy is just gonna try to bash you with his mace.
Okay.
Only doing 6 damage.
Oh, buddy. I say that.
All right. So patient defense. Use the action. 3 are there. All right. I'll say it's your move again.
Okay, and when you're invisible, it doesn't proc opportunity attacks, right?
Right, because they have to see you to do it.
Okay, so he hits me, he bonks me with his mace, all my arms are flipping him off, and then I just go invisible.
Okay.
And 165 feet out.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 20, so 20, so 100. So at 100, you're over here, abouts.
Okay.
Back door, front door.
Right now?
Or third option, window.
Window's pretty good, because I can slow fall. What I'm actually going to do, in the hopes that nobody spots me, is I'm going to actually, with the remaining 65 feet, because I can't really make it to any one, I'm going to get on top of the statue and just like crouch on its head and wait for people to kind of like swarm and disperse, and then go for an option, so I have my full movement to get out.
Okay. Swarm and disperse. Okay, I'm going to...
Because I'm assuming they're not going to look on top of the statue of Sehanine.
Alright.
For anything. But I am invisible.
Okay. I do need you to make a roll.
Okay.
Just make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
There is... Hold on. Make sure I got this right. There is a lightning bolt headed your way.
Oh, perfect. Evasion.
Oh, easy. You dodge, and you see at the front of the temple, right at the entrance, there is a magic caster of sorts who has eyes right on you.
True sight.
Yeah, or
Sweet.
see invisibility, or
Yeah,
one of those things. But yeah,
something like
she's got eyes on you, and she's telling everybody that you're over there.
Yeah. Can I use my action to grab one of the arms off the statue?
Okay, you're grabbing an arm off the statue.
Because you said they were detachable.
Yes.
Well,
Well, the items are detachable. The joints are.
I'll grab one of the items then.
Okay. Would
And
you
just,
like the staff or would you like the longbow?
We'll do the staff because that seems like it'd have a nice bounce. I'm just gonna throw it on the ground and say, "Sehanine can suck my ass," and then bonus action, step of the wind, dash, and just dive out this window and keep running.
It's ground level, so you don't have to dive too far.
Yeah, do a little action roll and just keep going.
Okay.
110 feet out into the city.
Okay. At this point, people are probably gonna lose you. So congratulations. Yeah, people are like the guard is alerted at this point, so people are like, doing stuff.
Pop up in the bag so everyone can catch a quick breath, even though it's been 24 seconds.
Okay.
Reasonable.
Yep.
We out. Would anyone like to step out and walk with me, or just the invisible ones?
Right, we'll get out. She's not as fast as you are, but if you go at a reasonable pace, we can.
I'm not gonna run now.
Karen's gonna get out because she can stay invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, Zaitari's good.
All right. You guys casually walk back to the Swansong, I imagine. Unless you guys want to grab breakfast or something.
Maybe after.
Okay.
While you guys are in the hole, can you look through all those books I stole? See if there's anything good.
It is a pitch black void.
So, to eat up your oxygen.
We can look through the books later.
Okay. All right, and you head back to the Swansong. That halfling that was at the bar is.
We have to cross a river, right?
Yeah. You have to. Let me bring you out to the city.
Like a moat situation.
Yeah. You have to cross a river to the bridge.
I'm gonna toss the slippers I stole into the river.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Okay.
Cinderella. I'm gonna scry on my till I find them.
All right. Yeah, and you slowly, you casually at a decent pace walk back towards the Swansong.
I think that was a very successful heist. It's my first one. I don't know about you, Ray, but I thought that went well.
Really not too bad. Speed is often overlooked. People try to be sneaky, but sometimes just getting the fuck out is the optimal solution.
They can't hit what they can't catch.
All right. You do see like a bunch of people outside the wall going back home, even though it's still early in the morning.
They're calling it state of emergency.
It's pretty much a state of emergency, because somebody just broke into the Temple of Sehanine, flipped a bunch of clerics off, or invisibly flipped a bunch of clerics off, and yeah.
Fuck your goddess.
Told some very important person to kiss their ass, and maybe it was the drow. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? It was a wonderful question.
I'm never coming back to this country unless I'm coming to start a rebellion, so it's fine.
And if she asks for Lola again, she'll take her break again, head upstairs with you, and she says, well, from all the commotion outside, I hear it seems like you guys were very successful.
Yep. All right. Oh, hole open. All right, we're good. Everyone can come out. Get all the books out there too. Hand the bag of holding back to Zaitari.
Yeah, I'll take that back and say,
It's a
let's
good weapon. Don't let it leave your side.
let's keep the other books that we don't need inside of the portable home.
Okay.
But would you like to do the honors and hand over the query?
Yeah. The book of names, and I'll pass it over.
All right. She looks at it and she has this like Cheshire cat grin on her face. This is spectacular.
Told you to be fine.
I figured. She'll tuck the book away in a bag. Most splendid. Oh, this is gonna be great. I didn't forget, as we promised. She reaches back into her bag again, and she takes out a black disc, surrounded by a deep purple hue. And
It's pretty sexy.
It is. It might look a little different once you start wielding it, but it will serve its purpose, especially the longer you have it. And she just hands it over to you.
Hell yeah.
When you take it, it weighs nothing. You think there should be some weight to it, but it just feels like you're holding nothing. But there is something there. And when the light hits the black center of the disc, it just seems to absorb the light. It doesn't reflect at all.
Oh, this is a very sexy weapon. This is very good.
Oh, you'll have a lot of fun with this. I would know.
So we've been in the city for a grand total of, I don't know, what, probably less than 2 hours, and we haven't eaten breakfast yet. Do you serve food here?
They do serve food here. I wouldn't recommend the food. There are a couple carts outside who has spectacular Cornish pasties. I mean, those, though, I recommend them very much.
Wonderful. Shall we all go out, get some, and I imagine you serve some stiff drinks at this establishment?
We do. I do wanna say one thing before all you leave.
We're gonna come back in with the food.
I'm not gonna stay. I have some work to do.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. You have magical dark vision, right, Aoife?
Oh, when I have my astral self out, yes.
Okay. So
If not, I've got these dorky glasses and I put on my goggles at night.
okay. The room gets. She doesn't wave her hand. She doesn't say anything. The room just becomes pitch black.
I'll pop out my astral self again.
Okay, it becomes pitch black. Those without magical darkness can't see anything.
Nope.
And she's still smiling at you. And I'll message you something. Give me a second.
Just because it's magically dark and I think I'm the only one who can see her and she's the only one that can see me, I'm just going to start throwing like gang signs with all my astral arms. No one else can see.
While this is happening, I'm going to say, wait, you didn't tell us what you were. We had a bet going. I didn't start my timer. I don't know how long it's been. I'm boiling eggs.
Oh no. Oh, these messages are very interesting.
Mm.
If what is happening is what I think is happening, it's unexpected but delightful.
Does she answer me when she pieces out?
Nope.
Fuck
Well,
her.
she hasn't pieced out yet.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I take that back. Not yet.
Oh shit.
And then
you guys hear Aoife go, oh shit.
And then the room turns back to normal light, and she is gone.
Oh shit, what?
That was her.
That was
You know,
who?
I had a feeling.
Shar herself gave me her Super 6 sexy weapon.
Oh shit.
Direct blessing of the gods. Fuck those monasteries, they don't know shit.
Okay, and I'm about to share the weapon with you.
Yes.
So
If there's art for this, please let us see it.
Yes, of course. I've got like multiple handout folders open. Like, where will it be? Where will it show up?
So it's not
my
like the
first-
best picture because like they didn't have like great pictures of this. I mean, it's pretty much what it sounds like. But you have a feeling it might change to your whatchamacallit, to
My aesthetic.
yeah, your aesthetic.
My like fancy goth kid aesthetic.
Your fancy goth kid aesthetic. Probably. You just have this feeling. There we go. And I'm gonna show that to you. It should be in your handouts.
Oh, there it is. Alright, yeah. Resistance to necrotic damage.
Oh, like me.
As an action, the wielder can activate a gravity pole. I throw it within 60 feet of me and it hovers there.
Hold on, I'll change the DC strength. It should be like I'll put it in.
Yeah, so I throw the weapon 60 feet away from me, anywhere within 60 feet of me, and creatures within 30 feet of it have to make a strength saving throw or they're pulled in.
It's a good setup if you need to do
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, it sounds like that spell that June likes to use on Sunday.
Gravity, whatever.
Yeah.
Sick. And it's a +1
For now.
for now.
For now.
Does it count as a monk weapon?
It counts as a monk weapon.
Okay, so it does a D8. Very cool.
Alright. And you guys are free to get breakfast if you want.
Yep. You know, I had a feeling it was probably her.
Oh, none of us have seeming on anymore, though.
No. Well, it lasts for just 8 hours.
Yeah, we went through an anti-magic field.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, we were in another dimension, but
Well, at
either
least
way,
Aoife doesn't have it.
yeah, I mean,
I was also heavily obscured by my astral shit.
either way, it doesn't particularly matter because we're outside of the city now, so we should be fine. I'm going to send a sending to Nenrine. Let them know what's going on. We have to rest here anyways because I can't teleport us back out until I sleep. So we might as well enjoy the part of the city that we're in for now.
As long as we do so quietly.
Oh, for sure. We are not going back into that city. Any foreigner is going to get scrutinized to hell and back. I can at least make myself look like a half-elf. And I do. I cast Mask of Many Faces.
Okay.
Or I should say, Mask of Many Faces to make myself look like a half-elf.
I can do a shitty disguise by putting on my monk robes instead of my cool clothes. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll send because I have slots left. Yeah, I have some 3rd level slots left. I will send a setting to Nenrine to let them know what's up. Need to sleep. Hanging out outside city. We'll touch base when we can leave.
Okay. You get back affirmative. We'll stay in library. Yeah, definitely don't come in city right now.
No.
I'm gonna attune to my stone of good luck, by the way.
Okay.
Enjoy some street meat and teleport back home, huh?
Who wants rat on a stick?
I'll eat it.
Honestly, I need it too. They sell those up in rural Thailand. In like clear saran packaging too. Bamboo rat.
That's the weirder part.
That was a very eventful series of events that just occurred.
You guys were in the hole for most of it.
This is true. But we got it done.
Yeah, we got done pretty quick.
Probably would have been bad if we stayed around and fought, because I have a feeling that we probably would have been fighting the whole temple as well.
Probably. There was somebody on the way out who could see through the invisibility at me. I don't know if they could see through my astral body as well.
Hmm.
But-
Hopefully it wasn't true seeing. That is a very powerful spell, and rather it was the invisibility, because they've been told that you went invisible.
I'm
But
hoping.
I suppose we'll find out. Here, I have... You don't mind makeup, do you?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna use some makeup that I have in my bag, just to, do some stage stuff, obscure the appearance a bit.
I'll put on my monk robes.
Okay, cool. I think this is a good time to like call it. See what happens next time. You guys are, I want to say 3 days and a half for meet time or guide time with Danica.
Yeah.
I
Luckily
think
that's-
3.5 days at this point, since like part of a day went by and about half a day went by. So
Yeah.
you guys could decide what to do before then.
Luckily, this part went by very quickly.
Yes, it
I
did.
didn't have to do any like stakeouts or anything.
Yeah. We can discuss that. As soon as I can, I'll teleport us back to the keep.
All right, sounds good. I hope you guys had fun. I just have to remember, if I really want to stop you guys, I would just have 12 puzzles in a row. If especially if the row's not here, 12 puzzles in a row. We'll see what happens then.
Yeah, I realized it far too late. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. A half moon would make sense because it's like dark and light, but
But
I was like, surely this must be tied to the moon phase.
Aoife got in trouble a lot for skipping class, so like puzzle solving is not something she is savvy with.
Yeah.
School?
Mallory's brain is too slow currently to deal with puzzles as well, so.
Yeah, mine is also too slow. Only currently.
Not just all the time.
Heavens, no.
It is a special circumstance.
oh, cat.
Mow.
It's Orpheus. It's his turn to scream.
Of course it is.
Oh, I liked that there was a long wind mixed in.
He's, oh gosh, he's special.
Talented boy, sounds like.
Tano is in bed and asleep.
I wish that were any of my cats.
Well, we're crate training right now, so because otherwise we would drown in pee by the time we woke up. So